The Cavaliers coming to an Eastern Conference contest in this game. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA. Still, many things can change. Their record is not on par with their performance last year. Maybe a cause for concern, but something they are well aware of.
And right now for the Pistons.
Fries checked in for Cleveland. Freak comes in for Shumpert. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Irving is out there with 3 points.
But the defense stood tall there.
Augustine against Irving. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover. So valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Detroit. Jody Meeks comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Evans, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Irving. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Jarrell Wright's checked in for Detroit. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Freak sets a screen for James. He kicks to Fry. Good, and the assist goes to James. Now here is Augustine. He's got 8. Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Stan Van Gundy.
Of course, the conversation veered to the challenge of defending LeBron James, and he said there's not a lot of good options with him. He can really do it all. I think you just have to try and stay in front of him, and if he gets in close, you have to bring help. And guys, we've seen LeBron really force the issue as far as getting into the lane. We'll see how they do.
Thanks, Doris. Augustine with it. Wright sets a screen. And Augustine kicks to Wright. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Kicks it to Freak. All alone. Good on the jump shot. And you hear so often about work ethic of players, but Freak has put his money where his mouth is. He built a private gym at his house so he can put time in on the court, Clark, whenever he wants to.
Yeah, that's a good step, man. Freak is well known to be a workout. Well, freak is probably the best way to say it, so that shouldn't come as any surprise.
That's good. And Freak's agent in attendance at the game today, Dom Pagnotti, the famous Dom Pagnotti. You might hear stories positive and I just call him Dom. Dellavedova dishes to Freak. The shot that drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 3 assists tonight. Detroit's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Wright sets a screen. And Augustine kicks to Baines. And the layup's good off the glass. Baines has got his first bucket of the night.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And a wide open look for Freak. No good on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Augustine kicks to Johnson. Passes it to Baines. Here's the feed to Augustine. 5 to shoot. It dropped for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Oh, boy. Woo-hoo. Sweet move. Tough finish. What a play.
Dellavedova, the pass to Evans. Here's Freak. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Wright sets a screen. Now here is Augustine. Not a lot of room. Wright outside. Pistons keep it alive. And it's Baines missing. The Cavaliers trail by 3. There's Freak. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And, well, Detroit shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Wright sets a screen for Augustine. It's rebounded by Cleveland. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Yeah, you know, these are two teams clearly on opposite ends of the continuum in this conference. I mean, this is a team they rightly feel they can beat every time they take the court with them. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Wright sets a screen for Augustine. It's hauled in by Fry. Fry's got 3 rebounds now in this one. There's Freak. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Big time finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim, too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons.
We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates. Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media. Coach Snell's checked in for Marcus Morris. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Freaks checked in for Shumpert. DJ Augustine out there with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Harris in a power forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. Out to the wing. Caldwell-Pope kicks to Augustine. Snell dishes to Caldwell-Pope. Up again and slam dunk by Harris.
That kind of putback turns a simple rebound into a highlight play.
He assaulted the glass, you're right, then assaulted the rim.
Yeah, straight bringing the hard hat on that one. That's what you like to see on the backboard.
Here's Freak. And he's good on the 3-ball. Freak's got 16.
That's how you extend the lead. I mean, they have tremendous confidence going for them right now. And that confidence is leading to some excellent shooting.
Drummond and Thompson sends it back. Here's Freak. And it's blocked. And he gets the bucket.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Drummond with a screen on Irving. Irving against Augustine. To the inside. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get to, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Detroit making a switch here. Meeks is checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. James is checked in. So for the Pistons, their last game a loss to the Hornets.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me, more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
You know, Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out of a slump, but they just kept making things worse. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. The Cavaliers 5th,
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Detroit. Now Augustine, 12 points for him. They set the screen. Meeks with it. Out defended by Freak. 6 on the shot clock. Snell from outside, and that one's good. Snell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Freak. Good, and the assist goes to James. 21 points for Freak.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Drummond the screen. Out to the right wing. Here's Baines, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but looks like they're putting it together right now.
Augustine a screen on LeBron. Here's Snell. Feeds it to Meeks. The Pistons working the ball around now. Augustine with it. Picked up by Love. Augustine, no luck.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And that one's good. Freak.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Pistons trail by 6. They set the pick. Dishes it to Drummond. And he banks in the layup. Drummond's got 8.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
A nice shot by Irving.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Thunder, boy, was he tremendous. He ended with 47 points, and he was just about on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as sinking his free throws. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Wright, he's checked in for Andre Drummond, and it's Johnson in for Tony Snell. Cleveland also making some changes. Channing Fries checked in for Thompson. Evans comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Freak. 28 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he's squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
And here's Augustine. 9-point game his last outing. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Detroit, no good that time either.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
The dish to Baines. Hit some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Baines has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Here's Freak. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist in this one.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Now here is Augustine. He's guarded closely. The pick. Can't get it to go. And Cleveland the other way now. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Wright sets a screen. Over in the corner, Meeks. Misses the three. Cleveland leading by 11. Dellavedova, the pass to Freak. The tray. And another three for Cleveland.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
It's stolen by Johnson. He dishes it to Augustine. Wright sets a screen. Augustine with it. Evans picks him up. Here's Baines. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting. Oh! That athleticism there. And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Jacks up a three. And it's Freak missing. Meeks. Shot misses. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Cavaliers lead by 14. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
I don't really know. To be honest, I was just looking for a chance to get my shot off, and I just happened to find them over and over in that first half. So, I don't know. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments, but until then, I'm just going to keep attacking.
Wow, Kevin, not sure what to do with that one.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And, you know, I'm not sure that he can continue to shoot the three as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
You know, sometimes, Greg, you have those nights where the basket just looks twice as large as it is. Grand Canyon size. It might be one of those nights for him.
Different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Tony Snell comes in for Tobias Harris. Johnson, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Jody Meeks in for Augustine. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Frye's checked in for Johnson. Jefferson comes in for Kevin Love. Freak's checked in for Shumpert. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Freak in at shooting guard. Channing Frye out there with LeBron James. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Jefferson in at the 3 spot.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Now, here's Meeks. And Baines kicks to Johnson. There's the screen. And another shot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal.
Well, you need good passing from your forwards as much as you do from your guards. These are small forwards leading the way in assists. LeBron James second.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
I tell you what, you could put the isolated cam on these guys and you would notice how flawlessly they execute those entry passes. They create so many easy baskets in the low post because of how on time and on target those feeds are.
Cleveland leading by 22. Pass to Freak. The 3. That's good. Freak's got 46 points.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
Johnson the screen. Meeks with it. Pass to Johnson. Clock at 4. Snell dishes to Johnson. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there. Now, Freak. LeBron James on the wing. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Drummond passes to Snell. Here's Meeks. Drummond a screen. 3-pointers. Snell. They grab their own miss. And that one's good. Drummond's got 10 points in the game.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Let's see where the Pistons sit right now in the NBA statistics here early in the season. 3rd in 3-point shooting. Acceptable.
And it's their ranking in the 3-point percentage that really catches my eye. A team stocked with some real sharpshooters. And when you can stroke it like that, the green light doesn't get any brighter.
So it's the Pistons now. And here's Meeks. The pass to Johnson. Lets it go with a 3. That's good. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Freak. And you talk about huge single game scoring performances like we're watching here tonight. Going back, only one player, think of this, only one player in NBA history to go triple digits. And that's the Big Dipper, Wilt Chamberlain, on March 2nd, 1962.
Truly an iconic record. I mean, 100 points. I mean, it's hard to wrap your mind around, but Wilt was a man among boys, a player who changed the way an entire sport was played. Truly a revolutionary.
And Meeks kicks to right. And Detroit again with the bucket. 1:35 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. LeBron dishes to Freak. The 3. Rebound, Detroit. Drummond's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now, here's Meeks. 1:07 left to play here in the 3rd. And it's right missing.
And another miss. Ooh. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
On the wing, Johnson. Here's the 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. DJ Augustine's checked in for Jarrell Wright. Kicks it to Freak.
Back on the floor. DJ Augustine.
Meeks with the steal. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He feeds it to Augustine. Drummond with it. 10 points for him. Now Meeks. Shot clock at 5.
What are you doing? Stay down.
He misses the free throw. That one is no good. James outside. Three-pointer. Dellavedova. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Got a piece of it. They recover it. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. A different look here for Detroit. Johnson comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Jody Meeks in for Augustine. Marcus Morris is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Harris. Then it's Johnson. And it's Meeks in at the 1. That's the group for Detroit right now.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Harris with it. He's picked up by James. Johnson with a screen on Jefferson. And Meeks kicks to Harris. Now the feed to Meeks. You know what? Jefferson with some nice D.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Detroit's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Johnson, the pass to Baines. Down low. Here's Wright. No luck. Great D that time from Freak. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. The shot, no good.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Right, left side. Here's Baines. Knocks down the 10-footer. Cleveland's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Meeks. Freak. And the 3 off target.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Lets it go from the wing. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Freak's got 55.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
As simple as it gets. He's hitting everything he's looked at. Keep feeding the fire.
To the middle. Here's Meeks. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. And the Pistons making a change here. Augustine's checked in. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Cavaliers. Right against Jefferson. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots. And he overshot that one, missing.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Freak with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Dellavedova dishes to Evans. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
That one goes. Count it. And it's 8 points now in the game for Stanley Johnson.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's the screen. Dellavedova kicks to Freak. But they'll get another chance. From deep. And that one's good. Freak's got 58.
Wow. What can you say?
Detroit's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter. He kicks it to Fry. Here's Dellavedova. He's guarded by Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Freak.
What a final quarter these guys are having from downtown, just burying the threes in bunches.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason not to. I mean, work that perimeter. It's going good for you. Work it until it stops.
And Augustine kicks to Johnson. Now here is Augustine. He's tightly guarded. He used that pick to get in close.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Cavaliers.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark's fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
The stupendous finish in traffic.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And
they're going to take a little extra pleasure in this win, having silenced an entire building of hostile fans.
And the basket good.
And they're on the kind of run that could have made a difference had it just started a little earlier.
Yeah, but I think the only reason they're on this run is because the defense has relaxed a little bit, knowing the game is basically in the bag.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And, Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just
Kevin, thank you. Tristan, what was Coach's focus for this team coming into tonight's game?
Coach got after us, told us to start, we got to play defense. Just can't come in here.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
He had a sensational night shooting the ball. Over 60% reminds me of myself. If you're shooting over 60%, you're playing smart. You're being aggressive, and you're creating opportunities. What a spectacular performance.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
You guys have a real streak going now. Can you keep it up?
You better believe we can keep it up. Ain't nobody can play with us right now. We men out here. And the rest of the league is just little boys. So, next question.
Do you feel like you've been taking too many shots from long range lately?
I don't know. That's probably something you should ask Coach. But hey, if I'm going to take a bunch of threes, I should at least be making some of them. And I did that tonight. So there. Who's next?
I saw your longtime girlfriend, Yvette Mendenhall, was in attendance at the game today. So when are you going to get her a ring?
Okay, wow. We turning this press conference into an episode of As the Freak Turns or something, because I know you didn't just go from talking basketball to asking me when I'm going to propose to the most beautiful girl in the world. Hi, baby. I know you're listening, Yvette.